boy. R. Kelly, Vince McMahon. Whew, Lord. Let's go, kids. Ooh, boy. We got a lot of stuff we're going to talk about today. But how we really going to start it off, considering we're not that far off from a certain favorite holiday of mine, we're going to start it off like... Vince and Kennedy McMahon. 14.4 million dollars in hush money. Dude, was it that much? Did it mean that much to you to have? You've been married since what, 66, which puts it, what, 56 years? And then I find out recently you guys have not lived together for 10, 20 years now? Dude, what's really going on? Just because you're the CEO does not mean that you can sit here and use your position to screw the workers. You can't do that. But you did. And in that same process, you've managed to not only disgrace yourself, disgrace your company, disgrace your family, but you managed to do a self-imposed exile. A 14.4 million. Damn. That's some hush money for you, y'all. That's some hush money. Because that kind of money, $14.4 million. And the reports that are coming out that the whistleblower is coming from inside of your own house. That could mean a lot of people. That could mean my eyes on favorite is your son, Shane. But we're not going to open up any worms that haven't not already been opened up due to the factor of you screwed up, man. You know, you in your 70s, maybe you're going a little senile, but there is no way under the sun that I would sit up here and spend that kind of money on some non-disclosure agreements that allegedly got leaked. I'm not believing that crap it got leaked. No, someone came forward and said, yeah, he did that. He did that. He needs to be held accountable for it. And now you got the IRS all in your tax information. Just, I don't even, most of the time I would sit up here and say billionaire problems, but it is what it is. I've been waiting to get into this this portion. Robert Kelly. Robert Kelly. I'm starting to really believe that his songs was pretty much an open form of telling us exactly what the hell is wrong with him. Because anybody who starts one of these songs off like with "my mind's telling me no, but her body's telling me yeah," I don't want to hurt nobody, shit like that. Okay, that by itself right there tells me that something is seriously fucking wrong with you. Um, but as it has come down in recent times that I'm really getting caught up on. That's why I really haven't been doing any podcasts or anything. Is that you got 30 years in New York, pal? 30 hard ones in New York, and from what I understand, according to some friends of mine, because I'm currently on location in Chicago right now. According to my friends that live here, allegedly Mr. Kelly is back here rotting in Cook County Jail, waiting to get his scroll read for the charges that he has here in Chicago. So you look at it like New York has already given you 30 years. I can only imagine what the state of Illinois is going to give you. And, you know, I'm one of those people to where I can separate man from music. And I won't lie to you, as a fan of music, some of the stuff that he's done, I've enjoyed it. I won't lie, I've enjoyed it. However, you seriously have a problem when you let slip out of your vault the tapes that all of us have seen with you. We all know what he was doing. I mean, come on now. We ain't crazy or nothing. Hold on. I gotta change something here. We ain't crazy or nothing. But let's be real. We know what dude was doing. I ain't gotta say it. But then when you sitting up pissing on people and you still scream you innocent. Or some of your wrestlers said that it was his brother Frank. No, I think it was his brother Frank that busted his ass out, first of all. Second of all, you sitting up here peeing on kids, bro. And you got kids your damn self. Nobody around you told you, yo, you might not want to do that. You might not want to do that, bro. And yet you did it anyway, because hey, I'm R. Kelly. I'm Teflon. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. I'm R. Kelly, Nick. Yeah, well, R. Kelly's looking at 30 at Rikers. When Cook County get done with your ass, I'm surprised. I don't know how much you're gonna be doing then. But you're gonna be doing something. What's the first part of your song? Sitting here looking in the mirror saying damn to myself? How many times have you done that in the last month? Is and you have people out here that are taking up for him, talking about it's a witch hunt. Uh, he didn't do that. Y'all just trying to bring down a black artist. And then I heard a stupid one time awesome. This is all over because he wanted his masters. I'm like, y'all know what? Something is seriously wrong with you people if y'all want to sit here and make excuses. The man clearly has a problem. I will give him that. He has a problem. I mean, I saw something about he used to drink from the side of his mother when she would wear lipstick. To a point he wanted to marry his mother. Just off the wall madness, y'all. Off the wall madness. And I a part of me feels bad for him because he need help. But you did what you did to these women, so you deserve to go to jail. I'm not gonna make no excuses about that. You deserve to go to fucking jail because of what you did. And I think I read something else now that one of his victims he's supposed to get married to him or something. However that goes, it's sickening as hell to me. Is what it is, and he just need help. I'm just gonna call it what it is. He needs help. He needs help very badly, and somebody needs to deal with him because I refuse. But moving on, moving on. There's something else that's also going on that y'all might not want to hear me talk about, but I'm going to talk about it because it's important. And sorry if you don't want to hear it, but let's give a discussion about what is going on in the world of Jabba the Putz, aka their beloved former president. Yeah, him. I'm not gonna say his name because I just got done eating and I don't want to throw up. He has managed to endear himself. One second. He has managed to endear himself by putting people in places of power in key areas to maybe set up shop for him to run in 24. And with that is what you call chess, not checkers. The reason why you call it chess is because he's properly placing his pieces in areas of strategy. I just read recently he recommended, I cannot think of the lady's name for the state of Michigan, but she's supposed to be running for governor against Gretchen Whitmer. Tudor Dixon, that's her name, Tudor Dixon. And I guess Tudor thinks she has a shot. I don't think she does. However, just neither here nor there. What he's doing is this. He's basically putting his pieces in areas to where when it's time for him, if he decides to run again, it's a good chance he might win. It's a very good chance he's going to win. However, that's neither here nor there anyway. But to flash back real quick, I want to get back into this Vince McMahon thing because this is all about power stroke. And, I've been waiting to do this also. Vince McMahon. I gotta do it again. See, the good thing about this is that I can do certain things and get away with it and make y'all laugh in the same process. So I'm gonna try this again. Vince McMahon. That's pretty much what he did to himself. He fired himself. But no, seriously. I want to discuss that because the misogynist behavior that's going on is sickening. It's very sickening. It's sickening because there's the mentality of if you just throw money at it, it'll go away. But it won't. It won't go away. I mean, look at Deshaun Watson, quarterback for I think it's Cleveland. 25 lawsuits of sexual misconduct or whatever the charge that they put for him. Out of those 25 cases, there's only one still in court. He has settled 23 of them already. And all of these cases have the same MO, the same thing. They all said the same thing. They all said that he did crude behavior whatever that may entail. I don't understand why he did not get a stiffer sentence from the NFL than he did. He only got suspended 6 games because they said there wasn't enough evidence to support the allegations. So, 25 women, 23 of which have been graciously compensated due to an out-of-court settlement, have to live out the rest of their days with knowing that a football player pretty much got away with it. I mean, you figure what, 6 games, and out of that 6 games, the total money that he's going to lose out of those 6 games is what, 200? No, I saw yesterday $348,000. That's for 6 games. He's going to lose only $350,000, but he also has a $250 million guaranteed contract. So he's not going to lose anything. How's that just America? That's all I can say about that, because I know good and well that if that were anybody else, they'd have been nailed to a wall. They'd have been nailed to a cross. But again, who am I? I'm just a podcaster from Detroit. That's all I am. But I mean, really, is that behavior that turns me off to a lot of things. Like, why is it that people don't know? Well, people know right from wrong. They just don't care because they feel like, when I reach a certain status or reach a certain plateau, I can do pretty much anything I want to do. Which, no, that's not what I'm gonna do. I don't, if I don't want to be that person to where you reach a certain plateau, and of course everyone's gonna be coming for you. Everyone's gonna be coming for your head when you reach that certain plateau in life. Everyone's gonna be like, let me find a way to either get in his good graces so I can get some money out of them. In this case, Deshaun Watson had 25 people. One person is they're still dealing with it. So that makes me ask the question, I wonder what this person has on him, because he has already settled 23 of these 25 allegations. So apparently, they say, hey, look, come here for a second. Let me throw you a couple dollars. It's going to be all right. It'll just go away. But it doesn't go away. See, I don't think what people understand is that it's not a factor of money. It's a factor of power. It's a factor of holding some kind of advantage over somebody. Why would you want to hold that advantage over somebody? If somebody says no, go with no and leave it at no. Don't force the issue. Don't nobody give a fuck how much money you got. You could have Warren Buffett money, but if somebody says no, goddamn it, they said no. Leave them alone. Vince McMahon, Deshaun Washington, Donald Trump. There's a whole bunch of people out here. There are a world full of millionaires that if somebody were to say no, they feel like, okay, well, if I can just, I cut you a check, I'll give you some money, I'll give you some hush money, just let me do this. No. Because see, then at that point, you're telling that person that their word is not enough. That their self-beliefs are not enough. Because just because you're at a certain social status, you feel like, okay, well, I can just say and do whatever I want and there will be no consequences. Oh, yes, the hell there is. Whether it be in court or street justice, there's always some consequences. Every action has a reaction. Every action has a consequence. That's what people don't feel. That's what people fail to realize. If I approach somebody and they said no, that means no. And like I would tell my kids back in the day, if I tell you no, why not or anything else beyond that should come out of your mouth. If I say no, that means no. That should go for everybody. And everybody who has had a situation to where you told somebody no and they just kept going, you know what needs to happen? They need to go to jail. They need to get their ass whooped. They need to have every shred of thing taken away from them for the simple factor of you tried to take my dignity and my innocence and every other belief that I have in. You tried to take that from me for your own selfish reasons. That is the problem that we have now. That is the problem with misogyny. And hey, let's not get it twisted. There's some women out here, the same thing. They do the same. Like it's like people get money or people get to a certain point or a certain stature in life, and the first thing that they want to do is let me see who I can take advantage of first. Because I'm at this plateau. Because I'm at a certain level that ain't nobody else at. Let me see who I can fuck over. Let me see who I can fuck up. Let me see who I can fuck, period. Let's call it what it is. But if a person says no, that does not give you permission to force yourself, to sweet talk some shit. None of that. If it's no, it's no. And that's why you have situations out here like with these kids, for example. I'm seeing more reports. I'm seeing more of these videos from various news sites to where you got kids from what I've been seeing as young as 8 up to the age of 17. Drugs, rape, theft. And people want to sit up and say, where are the parents? That's a good question. Where are the parents? The parents are up here spending more time trying to be their friend versus trying to be their parent. That's another issue that we have out here today. Okay? These kids have no guidance. They have no motivation. They sit up here and treat these kids like they ain't nothing. They sit up here and show their kids, or they try to pacify them. Here, do this and then leave me alone. Go away. I've seen situations to where I've seen men put women before their kids. I've seen women put men before their kids. I've seen situations to where the kids became victims of a fight between the mother and them. This generation is not doomed because you do have some actual parents who are doing their thing, and you also have parents who should have never been parents. I have close friends who have lost their children to no fault of their own, but they have lost their children because of somebody else's ignorance, somebody else's stupidity, somebody else's insecurity, somebody else fucked in the head ass brain. And I, for one, am a person who I am a firm believer in the death penalty. And I feel like anybody who does something to a child, I don't give a damn what it is, needs to be drawn, quartered, and shot on live television. And if the child is old enough, whoever the victim is, if that child is old enough, I think it should be the victim that shoots the other person. Just saying. But I don't make the rules. I just speak my piece on them. Um, Something else that kind of bothers me also. Why? I'm just wondering, why is it that when exes and children, exes and children, that's another sore subject, because exes and children, if it's over, it's over. Okay, let's start there. If it's over, it's over. That father or that ex-husband should not hold anything over the mother, and the mother shouldn't hold everything over that father. Just in the and that's dependent upon what transpired to lead to the dissolution. Okay, because in some cases, it's pretty much understood why some visits need to be supervised, and then there are other times to where there's really no reason for it. I've seen situations to where I wanted to go off on the mother, and there's situations where I wanted to go off on the father. I've been went off on based off some of my shortcomings, in which, you know what, the difference between my situation and other people's situations is I deserved it, because I wasn't. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't shit. I ain't gonna lie. At one point, but um, but some cats, they decide to want to grow balls when they get the kids in their custody and go, oh, I ain't gonna do this, I ain't gonna do that, but you're going to do what I say. You're going to do. And what they don't understand is that you're you're hurting the child. You're not hurting nobody else. And when you hurt the child, what happens is you show the child just how a manipulative piece of shit that you are. Sad but true. And then you wonder why later on that child doesn't want to go anywhere with you. Then you wonder, why is it that you end up doing this? You end up losing in court when you decide to want to take the mother back to court to try to tweak your visitation rights. She won't let me see him. You want to tell the judge the real reason why she won't let you see him? I'm sure you don't want to do that, do you? Because once you tell the judge what's the real reason why she won't let you see him, then the judge will be like, and why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you wasting my time and the court's time with this bullshit? Why are you here? But I'll tell you what, this is just part one. I got a lot more to talk about. So in the meantime, y'all take care of yourself. I might be back later on today. This is UnCivileyez Detroit Radio.